Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good day as always. Today I want to talk about the top 5 myths when it comes to your credit score, your credit report, and kind of what you should know. So let's start off really quickly. Number 1, your job and your salary affect your credit score and your credit report, and that is simply not true, not at all. Where you work and how much money you make has nothing to do with your credit score. You could be the CEO of some multi-billion-dollar company and still have crappy credit. Likewise, you could be, earning $7 an hour at a grocery store and have literally perfect credit. So your job, your salary has nothing to do with your credit. Now, one thing that I will say is that I saw an article recently that said nearly 50% of all employers are going to look at job applicants' credit report. So if you are gonna, apply for a job, it probably will benefit you to have a good, clean credit report because your employer may make a decision based off those factors. Myth number 2, all bills affect your credit score. Simply not true. Guys, if you live in an apartment, your rent payment, your cell phone, your car insurance, your utility bills, all of this stuff will more than likely never ever affect your credit score, right? So if you miss your payment by a couple days, well, don't sweat it. Likewise, if you feel like, I paid all of my stuff on time when it comes to those bills, don't assume that you even have any credit because it has nothing to do with your credit score. Now, I do want to say though that if for whatever reason you are way behind any of this stuff, technically they can report it to a collection agency, go after you that way, and if it ever does get to that severity, that will negatively impact your credit score. So again, do not worry if you're a day or two late from a credit standpoint on some of these kind of other bills, but definitely pay them on time because you don't ever want to get so behind that it goes to a collection agency. All right, myth number 3. If you are denied on a loan application, that hurts your credit score. Not true. Your denial on a loan application has nothing to do with your credit score, just like being approved for a loan doesn't improve your credit score. The approval or denial has nothing to do with your credit whatsoever. The only thing you do need to know is applying for any loan or credit card is going to negatively affect your credit score. That is called a credit inquiry, and that will go on your credit report. It will lower your score. So the main thing to know is just keep your inquiries low. Don't be applying for new credit cards every couple months. Don't be applying for holiday loans. Don't be applying for a new car loan every year. Just keep the inquiries low. Myth number 4, everyone 18 years or older has credit because at some point they will need credit. And again, not true. There's plenty of people who do not have a credit score and may never have a credit score, right? You also don't need to have a credit score. Yeah, if you're going to want to apply for a loan, you're probably going to have and need a credit score, but for someone who pays cash for everything, never has to worry about putting a down payment or a security deposit or anything, they may have never want or need a score. What I would say though is that it really does not hurt to have a score, unless you're trying to just fight the man and not, play a part of the game. Yeah, I guess you probably don't want anything to do with it, but having a credit score is not a bad thing. If you ever do get an apartment and you want to avoid putting a security deposit, if you ever do need a loan, you want to have low interest rates, if you ever feel like there's a business opportunity, having a good credit score is going to help you out in those situations. So no, you don't need it, but the majority of people will benefit by having one. Lastly, myth number 5 is that building credit is difficult. And this is the banker in me, this is the guy that works in the credit union that just really wants to say, no, it's not difficult. Everyone can do it. Anyone can do it. I promise you, really, as long as you can follow some pretty simple rules, your credit will be just fine. The rules are like this: try and avoid getting into debt. If for whatever reason you are in debt, make sure to pay your loan on time and as agreed. And then lastly, if you use things like lines of credits and credit cards, understand that keeping your balances low compared to their limits is going to help you build credit. Honestly, as long as you can do those things, pay your stuff on time, try and avoid getting debt if you can, and if you use credit cards, use them responsibly, that's all you really need to do. And if you don't believe me, I've got a video link down below. I made it earlier this year, and it talks about how I got over an 800 score just by pretty much following those rules. So that's what I want to talk about today. If there's anything else that you thought, okay, well, I'm not sure if this affects your credit, or if you have any other questions, definitely comment down below. I'll do my best to answer anything I can, but thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you learned something new from it and you were able to strengthen your financial position. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, so please stay tuned, but go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.